Hey guys, this is David back again, and listen, we're now at kind of technique number 3 when we're talking about how to kind of work on our videos to make it more in that killer video type model. And technique number 3 is where we start talking about end cards, and this is going to be specifically toward YouTube videos, guys. And the earlier 2 could have been really any type video. This is more focused toward how we actually do video. For those of you that are kind of familiar, if you're watching this video along, I've been talking about like the end cards and kind of guiding you through the journey. Specifically, if you watch the webinar and you kind of watch the first 2 and you're kind of on 3, you're starting to see when I talked about it, using the send off, right? You've got the tease and you've got the send off is kind of the additions from the killer video model. The end cards are kind of how you can work with that send off to actually keep guiding along that journey. Right now, for those of you, there's kind of 2 audiences of people that are doing YouTube videos. You are doing end cards and you're not. If you're not doing end cards, guys, the next thing you need to do after you get done watching these killer video videos is actually go out to YouTube and watch some specific videos about how to do end cards on your own, right? You need to add them whether you do killer videos or not. Because realistically, those end cards are how you can begin to guiding the next steps in any calls to action that you're doing for your viewers, especially as it takes on some kind of next step in another video or some external send-off that you might do to another website or another blog or something like that, some other piece of content that you're kind of trying to lead them to in the next step of their journey. The end cards are what you're trying to do, especially in YouTube environment. Now, if you are using end cards and you're wanting to use more of this killer video type model for how you do the teases and the send-offs, great. The biggest thing about the end cards, and specifically when you're doing it from a killer video type model, as you can see down in there's some long form content that's associated with this particular technique where I talk a little bit about how to adapt the end cards into more of a killer video type model. What you're really trying to do is, if you remember, in the killer video model, we've got the tease and the send-off. The tease is where we actually start sub-segmenting the audience and actually going in, instead of talking to doctors or talking to firefighters or talking to football fans, largely we're actually taking sub-segments within that audience and then actually talking specifically to them in the tease so that we're attracting them in, giving them our content. Here in the end cards is how we get the payoff for it, right? Because when you think about it, when you've attracted the audience specifically, showed them your next steps, and I need to do a break for that and do a specific back to a place where I breathed. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, listen guys, what we're really trying to do with this is we're trying to do the payoff from where we did the tease and we actually sub-segmented down the audience. Now that we've sub-segmented the audience in the tease and showed them the content, now when we get to the send-off, the end card is how we're going to actually navigate them along the steps in the journey, and specifically more unique steps in the journey that the different sub-segments might get to take, right? Because realistically, if you have follow-up content that might be the next steps in the journey you're trying to guide them through, for the specific sub-segments, you may have a different type of steps to take, right? Some particular parts of your audience may need more trust building. They need maybe more attention gathering, right? Or if there are other warmer parts of your audience, they may need more active steps in their next steps for a purchase or a sale or something like that, right? Or some other particular navigation down that's the actual close on what you're trying to do the change for them. Listen guys, there's a lot more detail to this down in the long form content. I want you to check it out. And then if you don't, right now at least, definitely the end card is going to be showing up as we do the end card and we start doing the journey for number 4, right? Because we've now done 1, 2, and 3, and now we're going to be moving on to number 4. The end card for that's going to be showing up in just a moment. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this content of the Killer Video series. Going to be an end cap up to my right showing up. That's the next content in our series. Or, as always, add a comment down below. I love to engage and check out with you guys, hear what you're thinking about the videos and the other content that I produce. Or there's actually some additional content associated with this Killer Video series that's going to be down in the description as well. But as always, check out the next video first.